Making headlines on the front page of Nigeria newspapers, and I begin with the Salient Times. The major story here: cybersecurity levy. TUC threatens nationwide shutdown, and the riders there. Government more interested in milking dying economy. Obi slams cybersecurity levy. Cybersecurity levy is one more tax too many. Okeke is speaking. And to another story there, Governor Fubara, Senator Dixon leads Bayelsa delegation on peace mission. Rivers LG chairman back APC call for impeachment of Fubara, accuses Fubara of withholding local government funds. And like we mentioned earlier, EFCC is to arraign Sirika daughter to others over alleged fraud today. Court restrains PDP from removing Damagum as national chairman. And another story here, the formation, Ogun licensed customs agent Egungbonhu sues FIJ, Arise TV, Shoyombo, as court gives 30-day ultimatum. We need to increase value-added tax rate, says Taiwo Oyedele. Some of the stories you find on the front page of the Salient Times. To the Daily Times now, still talking about the cybersecurity levy. TUC, that's the Trade Union Congress, threatens total shutdown nationwide if, and the writers there describes levy as extortion, illogical, coming at a time Nigerians are grappling with high cost of living. Levy provocative, suspend it, Dean of Borno Elders Forum tells Tinubu. Now, governors not against new minimum wage, says Nasarawa governor. And at the downstrip there, Oburewo lauds Tinubu army over withdrawal of troops from Ukwama. Bid for 17 oil blocks, not for politicians, but investors, the minister is saying. Well, Lagos state government announces 40% rebate on payment of duties permit. And federal government committed to pensioners' welfare, finance minister is saying. Some stories you find on the front page of the Daily Times. And to the Guardian newspaper, the major story here, inflation, major determinant of living wage negotiation, says NLC. Now, Lagos state government approves 40% rebate on duties payment, planning permit. Trade unions kick, demand reversal of cybersecurity levy. Now, that's talking about the NLC and the TUC. Gunmen abduct 13 as kidnapping returns to the Federal Capital Territory. It's a quite concerning one. Now, Reps Binance executive escape as federal government dismisses bribery claim. Rivers crisis deepens as pro-Fubara lawmakers elect new speaker. Man bags 14 years of sexually assaulting hearing impaired boy. Now, beyond judiciary, public sector deserves equitable salary structure. Those are the stories you find on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Now, to this Nigeria newspaper, Senate passes bill to create part-time jobs for unemployed youth. That's a major story there, and the writers there. Proposed scheme will reduce criminal activities, create database for unemployed graduates. FCTA demolishes 27-year-old shanties in Abuja. Now, reps invite health minister, logistics firm over PPP concessions. Government moves to halt encroachment into NAF base, Makurdi. And U.S.-Africa Summit, Lagos woos foreign investors, expresses readiness for partnerships. State to benefit from $30 billion intervention funds. Those are the stories you find on the front page of this Nigeria newspaper. To the Daily Independent now. Rivers crisis gets messier as pro-Fubara speaker emerges. PDP warns pro-Wike lawmakers against creating anarchy. Says impeachment may trigger crisis, derail democracy. Once APC can't forcefully take over Rivers, alerts Inspector General of Police. Now, the minimum wage outcome of federal government's committee will shape state's decision, Governor Sule is saying. Cybersecurity levy, federal government milking a dying economy. Is saying bill to create unemployment benefit scheme skills second reading at Senate, and claim of $150 million bribe by Binance diversionary act of blackmail. That's what the federal government is saying. Now, 2 weeks after federal government here to write helicopter operators on new $300 landing levy, operators query contractors structure, seek meeting with minister, lament 1,000% rise in airworthiness certificate fee. And at the top corner, Nigerian army finally leaves Okwama community. And those are some of the stories you find on the front page of the Daily Independent. To the Nation newspaper, still talking about the Rivers State crisis, Fubara lawmakers' feud throws Rivers into turmoil. 3 pro-governor legislators elect speaker, council chiefs, government disagree over withheld allocation. A cybersecurity levy to tackle crimes, terrorism, 273 billion naira lost to cybercrime in 2002. And that's what the government is saying. Now, another story here, AFCC to arraign Sirika daughter son-in-law for 4.135 billion naira fraud. Troops pull out of Okwama community, resist Binance blackmail, U.S. mayor urges federal government. Some stories you'll find on the front page of the Nation. And quickly, this one here, more food items, drugs, educational materials to be exempted from value-added tax. Ibrahim.
Well, the first with me here is the Vanguard newspaper. Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, Labour Party, PDP, Rep, Afenifere kick as Umahi battles Atiku. Atiku's criticisms induced by political calculations. Umahi, Labour Party asked Tinubu, APC to come clean. Cybersecurity levy will further pauperize Nigerians. TUC will be Northern Coalition. Military withdraws troops from Okwama. Naira depreciates further as dollar sales to BDCs wobble. That's about it for the Vanguard newspaper. Next is the Blueprint newspaper. $150 million bribery allegation by Binance diversionary, as according to federal government. Reps probe controversy, CEO and Jerry Waller's escape from NSA custody. They cry porosity of nation security architecture. Cybersecurity levy, why Nigerians should adjust to Tinubu's policies. Waller. TUC or big kick, say 0.5% tariff will push more citizens into poverty. Above the masthead, impeachment. RV, River State government dares local government chairman. PDP warns against forceful takeover. Next is the leadership newspaper. State creation. Stakeholders argue for economic viability, regional balance. As reps introduce bills for additional 3 states in Southwest, CSOs reject calls for new states, say most states not viable, can't pay salaries. CBN unveils list of licensed deposit money banks, will resist forceful takeover of rivers. Above the masthead, 38 days after, Army withdraws from Okwama, EFCC arraigns Sirika daughter today. That's about it for the leadership newspaper. Next is the New Telegraph newspaper. Why federal government must review deradicalization program, retired General DSS director, talking about insecurity. Also, governors not opposed to new minimum wage, as according to Sule. We have also on the bottom strip, study high salt consumption linked to stomach cancer risk. Alleged 2.7 billion naira fraud, EFCC to arraign Sirika daughter, 2 others today. Next is Nigerian News Direct. VAT, Presidential Committee considers exemption of basic items. Review of sharing formula. Proposes harmonization of consumption to promote ease of doing business. Seeks to introduce tax returns on gas companies. Oil rounds. Federal government will only sell to individuals with proven technical competence, financial capacity, as according to Lopobiri. Impeachment plots. PDP dares APC as local government chairman accused Governor Fubara of withholding funds. Lagos marks 349 distressed structures for demolition. Grants 5,961 planning permits. Next is, last but not least, is the nation's sport and life. Super Eagles job. Amokashi is Finadi's second assistant. Coach picks German-Nigerian as first assistant. Proposes 5-man technical crew. Qualify for the 18th UCL final. It's Real Madrid versus Dortmund final. Beat Bayern 2-1, 4-3 aggregate. And then end of the road. Man United to sack Ten Hag at the summer. Double honors. Palmer named Chelsea Player of the Year. Also wins fans award. Reviews voted for Gusto. Man United wants 70 million euro Ramiro to replace Onana. Chelsea retain interest in signing 60 million pounds Olise. And then De Rossi, nobody will be rested. And Sancho wants permanent Man United exit. That's about it for the newspapers up for review this morning.
Right, and I believe that our viewers have been updated with all of the headlines there. So coming up on TVC